Welcome back to another video, you guys. Thank you for tuning in. This one's going to be a tad bit different, as you can tell by the title. It's not about trucking. It's just something that I feel like I need to get off my chest. And I wouldn't say get off my chest. It's something I need to do. As you guys all know by now, through watching my videos, I am a born-again, saved Christian. I like to just call myself a saved sinner. I'm a Christian, but I don't really like to use that term because in today's world, let's not get into that. Everybody knows my faith and what I believe in through my videos. What a lot of people don't know is my background and my story and what a lot of people would call a testimony when it comes to my salvation in my life. And that's because I kind of haven't really given anybody my testimony. I think I've given it twice. And I don't think that's something I should ever be proud of. I should be ashamed of that. Because a lot of my friends growing up had no idea I was even a Christian. Even some today. And that is disappointing. So I figured I'd put it out there. I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. I just want to give my testimony, share it with you guys. A lot of you guys are enjoying the fact that I read my Bible and pray. And, maybe this will be an encouragement for others to open up and tell others their testimony. But basically, I'm not going to edit it. I'm just going to go for it, and then I'm going to post it. If it's stupid or, I mess up, it is what it is. Basically, grew up in a God-fearing Christian home. My mom and dad split up when I was like 5, 6, I don't know. I was young enough to not remember when they did. But I basically grew up in a divorced household. I stayed with my mom. We attended a church that I currently am back in now that I'm back home in my hometown. And I got to get a whole bunch of God-fearing, amazing preaching. I don't remember when I was younger, but it's what it was, and it still is. It's awesome, and that's like rare to find in today's churches, but that's beside the point. Grew up in that. Grew up with the VBS, the Vacation Bible School. Grew up with awesome teachers who were, Sunday school teachers and all that good stuff, and it was a great time growing up that way, and I'm thankful for growing up that way. A lot of people are like, well, then you were indoctrinated with thinking that you had to think that way. No. Because listen, let me continue my testimony and my life story. So I got saved at the age of 5, according to my little Bible I had, and then baptized at the same age, but I don't really remember that. So I don't know. I have a faint remembrance of it, a faint. So I don't know. I don't know if God counts it. I don't know. No idea. So growing up, I fell deeper into sin. As you get older, you lose your innocence. So I got deeper into my sins and my life choices and picking the wrong crowd to hang out with, and it led to where I walked away from. I wouldn't say walked away from God. I always loved God, and I always believed in everything. And I believed that Jesus died and was buried and rose again the third day, and all that good stuff. But I still struggled with my salvation. I still struggle with, if I'm saved, why am I doing all this stuff? Why am I getting drunk? Why am I cursing so much? Why am I doing, partaking in a bunch of stuff I shouldn't be partaking? I don't know, just crazy, going as deep as I did into my sin for a very long time. That's why I'm saying, let me tell you guys, let me get further into my life story. So, but I'm gonna try to make this a very quick video. I don't want it to be super long. I could go into a very 30-45 minute video about crazy in-depth things and why this happened, why that. started sinning like crazy when I was young. I started drinking when I was in the 5th, 6th grade. Started smoking, chewing, all that good stuff. Like, I wouldn't say good, but all that stuff. At a very young age, which led to it just being worse when I got older and on my own. And then, I got convicted, felt guilty, so I got right with God, started, trying to get on fire with Him again, but I still had that need or want to still kind of please the world and live for the world. So I was living on the fence, and I basically have been living on the fence ever since then as a lukewarm Christian. And if you read the Bible verse, you ain't supposed to be that. It's not going to be a good time for you. So I think in the past few years I've been starting to realize that I'm starting to reap what I've sowed. God's been kind of punishing me for all my life choices with everything that's going on in my life, and, physically and health-wise and all that good stuff, or not good stuff. I keep saying that 'cause it's the same, but yeah. So then we're just a fast forward now after living like the disappointment of a son would be to a father. Fast forward to now to where I got convicted again. Super convicted. Like, God woke me up. And I believe that's what happened to where I got to get into this business of my dream to run my own trucking business. Is I woke up, I got convicted, got right with God. Well, started to get right with God, and He answered my prayers to get me into this business. And because I told Him, I was like, hey man, this is all yours. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, then I know that this is your will for me, and we got to move me on to something else and try to figure out what your will is for me. But it is what it is right now, and I'm just gonna start living for you. I'm gonna make everything about it, my social media, my life, my business, my marriage, my family, my everything is all gonna be about God. And I'm done with the world. So that's where we are right now. I am trying to get back on track with God, trying to get on fire for Him. The last thing I did that really woke me up is I got pretty drunk, guys. I got pretty drunk like a week ago or whatever it was. I just went. I haven't drank that hard in years, and for some reason I just went. Just let myself, my flesh win, and God punished me. I woke up and my body was it was nasty, man. I don't know how to explain it. My whole top of my forehead was just blood red, and like speckled blood red, and blood red around my eyes, and it scared me. It woke me up. So never gonna touch alcohol again. I'm walking away from it. After that morning, I talked to God, and I said, God, I'm giving it to you. I'm tired of just holding on to it with you and like taking it from you. I'm giving it to you now and walking away. It is yours, along with the alcohol. I mean, not the tobacco and all that good stuff. I gave that to you 5-6 years ago. I haven't touched it. I struggle with pornography and lust. Still struggle with lust, but I haven't. Pornography it's been a blessing that God has taken that from me. And now I'm just giving Him my biggest demon, and that's alcohol. And I am walking away from it. So yeah, but to go back, when I was saying I was like struggling with my salvation, it was when I was probably middle school or freshman year. I don't remember how old I was, but I remember being sitting in my room with one of my best friends growing up. He was spending the night, and he was asleep, and I was just breaking down crying because I realized I was living so wrong. I broke down. I was staring out the window in my bedroom and just crying, and I was like, God, if I'm not saved, I want to get saved, Lord. I believe that you are Jesus Christ. You came on this earth to save us. You were crucified, you were killed, you were buried, you rose again the third day. All that, you took all my sins with you, just so I could go and live eternity with you. And I asked him to come into my heart and save me. And it was, I prayed that again. I just wanted reassurance, really. I just struggled. I struggle a lot when I sin because I feel that way. I feel like, why would I be doing this if I'm saved? Why would I not be on fire like I see all these other people? But I just gotta think, we're all human, we're all messing up. We just don't see the other people out there sinning because they aren't around them 24/7. But you are you, so you're gonna be around yourself all the time. So I had to reassure myself a lot going throughout all these years. Not get resaved or I've ever believed that. I just don't really remember as a young kid. It says in my Bible, I got saved. I prayed the sinner's prayer, got baptized. And baptism doesn't save you. It's just a step in trying, in a public proclamation of following Christ and not living for the world. Well, I obviously don't remember it, and I was too young. So I think eventually here soon I'm gonna get baptized and make my public proclamation to everybody. So this video's been going on long enough. So it's just a quick little bit on my testimony. I grew up in this faith, and I'm thankful for it, and I'm thankful for Jesus dying on the cross for me and saving me from my sins. And yeah, so I'm working on the next video, guys. I keep running into issues with all these apps to edit the videos, and I don't understand why they are having issues. I might have to find out a third one, because this one's for some reason won't download some of my videos into the app to edit and put together. So I'm working on it. I'm going to try and get it put out this week. That way this weekend I can put this week's out. So I'm right now a week behind, so I just need to get this other week done, and then you can have 2 videos in the next couple days. Well, 3 with this one. Other than that, guys, I love every single one of you. I'm praying for you. I may not know everybody's names. I may not know your guys' backgrounds, what you believe in, all that good stuff, but I love every single one of you. Praying for every single one of you. Everybody stay safe out there. Stay blessed, and God bless. I'll catch you in the next video.